Hi everybody, we're just bringing a call together for you just to focus on the event that's coming together in Brighton on June 11th. We're really excited to be having a bigger local event, and we're really working to make this a fabulous day for you all. Focused on Nikken and all it brings for health and wellness and energy. So it's a really great opportunity to be able to bring people in the local area to the event, and it's just, we want to make sure that you make the most of the event and don't stand afterwards and think, oh, I wish I'd brought people along and wasn't that fabulous. So in order to not have that happen, we're going to look at what it's all about and how to bring people to the event, as well as getting a lot out of the day for yourself. So, Nicki, what's it like having this coming to your town, Brighton, your city?
Yes, I can't tell you, it's so exciting. I've been to bigger events, and the first national London event I went to really made such a difference to my engagement with my business, with my Nikken business. And then following on from that, have actually gone to European events and seen the even bigger family that I'm part of. And it's just, you learn so much yourself. You get some great testimonials, some stories that really anchor, you know, how people are being helped with the products. You learn technical stuff, you learn stuff about the business, you get a great chance to network with other consultants. So having that come to Brighton is just so exciting, because all the team can come with and bring guests. It's a great opportunity to use it for building business, both from a customer point of view and also from bringing in new people into your team. And I'm reaching out way more than just the South Coast to invite people to come. I mean, I think we've got a consultant coming down from Scotland and from London. The other day I met somebody on the train just by chance. You never know who you're going to chat to about the event and who is going to be interested to come. So I'm seeing that people could come from far and wide.
Yeah, great. I think always with anything in life, it's good to have set intentions and make a plan, and I think that is the event, is really think it through. Your speciality, and something that you'll be touching on the day itself, is this whole working with our intentions. So I don't know if you want to share how that's working for you and any ideas for people.
Yeah, so for me it's very much about, you know, what we focus on creates reality. And I feel what I really love about this whole model with Nikken is that we are focusing on what we want, but we are changing it to the feminine, bringing much more of the feminine energy into it by not focusing at all costs. So we get into burnout and we are stressing ourselves, which goes very much with what Nicki is going to talk about. But we're actually going to see what is it that feels right for us, what's in alignment with our energies, what brings the energies back to us, so we can really be all the best we want to be in life, and then therefore make the decisions and the follow-up, you know, with the mind, with, you know, our, you know, willpower, whatever you want to call it. And for me, you know, Nikken brings me always into my core. That's why I love the products. It brings my energies into alignment. I work with energies all the time, and I know how important it is for us to be aligned with our energies so we can be strong. We don't fall into other people's stuff. We don't follow things that are actually not really true to us, or, you know, making choices in order to please others or to help others, but then, you know, shortchanging ourselves. And this is very much about mindset and how we've been raised, how our society influences us, and, you know, how, you know, structures and belief systems that have been there for a long time are now not longer serving us really in our highest and best good. So it's about outgrowing them, about opening up to new ways of manifesting, you know, great things in your life.
So how does that, I'm just bringing it back to the day and how we can set an intention for the day around, like for me, I'm looking to meet people who are looking for a new way of working, and I'm looking for people who are heart-centered and in action. And then in terms of the products, I'm looking to invite people who have any issues or none, or none being they just want to live in a more energized way. So how's that working for you, or either of you? How are you focusing your day of June the 11th? How are you aiming for that?
Well, what you just said is really fantastic, as you said, your intention for the day is, it starts off with the intention. And I don't think we always realize how important that is. You know, your intention is just spark your idea, and that's the perfect thing. You've got a very clear vision of what you are expecting as an outcome for the day. And that's what everybody, you know, I invite everybody to do that.
So also, do. And also we have set an intention for how the day will run for ourselves personally as part of organising it, that we really enjoy it and it's effortless and easy and fun. But for the day itself, we want it to be really high energy and content rich. And we want it to be such that somebody looking at the business will have all the information they need to make a decision. And also in terms of the product range, that they get that information in order to choose something to help them from all the things that we have. It's also, we've chosen a fabulous room. It's got really good light and it's super convenient to get to, which always helps. It's right next to Brighton station, so it's really easy by train. And if you're driving, there's a car park right next to it, which costs £5 for 4 hours, 7.50 easy. So that's all making it all really easy for everyone to come along. We also are focusing in the morning much more on the product range and the impact on people's health and well-being. And then the afternoon, we've got more of a focus on the business. And in the morning, we've got both you and Nicki, and both Nicki and Carmen are giving really great, interesting talks that I'm looking forward to learn from. Nicki is a naturopath, and what are you going to be speaking about, Nicki, on the day?
Well, I'm going to be introducing the concept of how stress, in whatever form, impacts on every aspect of health: the mind, the body, the spirit, your life, all the symptoms that we might end up with, and how that relates to how the body literally does, is set up to work to survive. So it's a really interesting talk, and it makes a lot of connections for people, and how Nikken's products can really support the stress system. So it really fits so beautifully into everything that I teach people outside of Nikken.
Yeah, no, I've heard you do that in a shorter form in those in-homes. So I'm looking forward to the longer version. And Carmen, you're going to be touching on this intentional mind thing that is such a foundation for our businesses, and reaching out and sharing Nikken generally. So those two talks are in the morning. And then in the afternoon, we're touching more on the business and how you become a wellness consultant, what that looks like, what we do, how we share Nikken. And then we're being joined live streaming in by Julie Tara, who's absolutely inspirational for everybody, and Ben Woodward, who is also extraordinarily articulate. And both of them are going to take it to another level, and we've got a live Q&A with them, so people can get their questions answered. We've also got a prize draw, so lucky people are going to go away with one of the products to experience. Loads of us are. We've already got lots of bookings, but we'd like you to book if you haven't yet, because that in itself is a commitment. So it's not much point going and talking to people to come to an event you didn't book in yet yourself, because you haven't made that energetic link, which is important. So it's easy to book, and I think you've had all that info. Guests are free. We haven't put an early bird deadline because we want to work co-creatively, so we don't want to feel that people have to be sort of coaxed to book. It's just not how we want to go forward with this. And so that won't be happening. So it's down to you to think, yes, actually I'm in. I want to talk to people about the day. So book in, and the guests are free, but they do need to book in because the room has limited seating and may well be full, which is a great problem to have, but you don't want to have your guests without a seat. Nicki, you look like you're going to say something there.
Yeah, just to say that I am getting some emails from various consultants that have booked in already, that have paid their £10, and they're giving me names to go on the guest list. So do send those in, so that we can really welcome people personally, and that there will be enough seats on the day for them.
Yeah, so so how are we reaching out to our people? Well, we have got a really great series of emails and the Facebook links, and people who've booked in, we'll get the schedule and all the other information, so you can use that and make it cut and paste stuff to use for yourself. But Nick, what we have and how people can make good use of it, of the information we've put together.
Yeah, so we've got, as you said, the Facebook event page on Active Wellness UK events. That can be, you can use to invite anybody on your Facebook friends. You can share it in any groups that you happen to be a member of. I'm sharing mine every single week into all the groups, because Facebook doesn't show it to everybody all the time. And each week I'm getting another person who's interested. So it's really worth using Facebook, because a lot of people do these days. Also just sharing any kind of, relevant articles that you can then link the event link to, like about sleep, or about, the importance of water, or lifestyle, or anything like that, that people might be interested to read. You probably have a mailing list of people that you're in contact with through email. So again, there is a PDF of the flyer which you can attach to an email to people. Networking events, take the flyers. We do have some printed copies of the flyers, so if you haven't got enough, or if you run out, do come along and get some more from me. I've got them. And just have loads of personal conversations, say less to more people, I think is the adage, is it not? Absolutely.
Yes. There's so many events coming up in the next couple of weeks that you can just go to, or just going about your daily life or whatever. But do talk to your immediate sponsor if you want how to go about it, if you're not sure. Carmen, do you want to add anything to that?
That was really brilliant, what you've explained, Nicki. It's such a wide range, and it's like, saying keep on going and keep on reinforcing the message.
Yes. Yeah. I've got somebody who I spoke with, and it's her birthday on June the 11th, and she's got some health challenges. So I just said, well, what a great way to spend your birthday, to find out something that could really change your life. And so she's thinking to come along, because she can have her birthday cake in the evening or the Sunday. So it is the place to be, we reckon.
And I would also say that how we go about sharing the message of Nikken and the event is all about the attractor energy, isn't it? It's, it's 100% intention. It's 100% who do we believe in it? Do we really want to help people with the products? There's a fantastic Mike DiMuccio YouTube video on the Royal Alliance site where he's talking specifically about that. So I just think, 97% of what we say is not spoken. So it's, it's like allowing people to come towards us with that great energy, that we really do have something fantastic to offer people on the 11th.
Yes.
Can I also just say, I really look forward to you, Louise, because you've been in the business for such a long time. It's a really great model of, leveraging on your upline and getting that knowledge and that expertise that you bring in, from the years of your experience. And that's invaluable when you go to a training where you get such a variety of information that actually really helps you to, step in and move forward with your business immediately. And even as a customer, to get that feedback, to get testimonials that, normally are very hard to come by because you have to look for it yourself. So this is a compact day of all this information just being there, and I think it's really highly valuable.
I think one of the things that you can say to people is that it's much more effective to set aside the day and come, and then they can see everything they need to see about Nikken in a really great environment with no pressure on their response, it's much more effective than individually having a series of meetings. It can take 3 to 4 meetings with somebody to take them through all those things. And also, obviously, we do that online now with the whole range of calls, like the one Nicki mentioned. But nothing beats being in the room. This is an energy medicine company, and it is all about energy. And so you want to be there, really. It's just not the same to do this remotely. It's great that we can, actually, but that's why I think to come along, you can come if you are a consultant new to this and want to come just to be in the energy and learn from the day. As I said, I'm going to learn from the day, so I reckon everybody will. That's fine too. It's just that why keep it to yourself? Because so many people need what we have, and that's really why we want to flag up that we're doing all we can to make it really great, and we'd love it if you can be with us with a load of people. So is there anything else we want to touch on?
No, I think we've covered everything. If anybody needs to have any of the details of how to register as a consultant, or how to get your names on the guest list, or the PDFs or the flyers, anything to do with the event, please do get in touch with Louise, Carmen, or myself. We're very happy to pass any information on to you. And I just loved what you said, Louise, about us all being energetic microcosms for the day. It's really the truth. It's, we are very much heart-centered. We want to be inspirational. We want to have impact, but in a very grounded way. And being on the day, as you said, I think, Louise, so beautifully, a talk is as good as its audience. So, let's bring some amazing people along to share the day with.
Fantastic.
Absolutely. All of us, the speakers and the people sitting in the room hearing. And and bring along product. If you want your guests to have a full the insoles, M steps, that's good to bring so people can really, the seat, if you have that. Obviously we'll have everything there, and we'll have a sleep system out so people can lie in it and try what that feels like. There's just everything you could want, and we want to make it work, and then we'd go on and do more of these. And I will also say, actually, that when you go and talk to people, you are going to find people can't come on the 11th, but that opens the conversation. And I always find when there's an event and you have that focus and that invitation of that event, and so it's going to lead you through July as well, and so go for it. The end, would you say? Have a great time, everybody. Contact us if you need to.